as people are farmers, since Uganda, 64, is it 64?
68%.
68% are farmers. So if we are really looking at the whole of this population that is up to almost 10%, 10 millions of Western Uganda, if we are to help them, and we need to consider 69% of all farmers. So we look at how can we really be a benefit as a church or a ministry, a fellowship, how can we really help the farmers? So in that sense, that's why we came to realize that China is very important when we come to this. And through him, that's how we came, and we have realized we have been working on how we can write the memorandum MOU and have the concept of how we shall work together. But majorly, on this matter, where we are now today, it's not just they are branded, but this is the relationship we have built for a while. Until now, we have come from Kampala now to here now. Now from here, we are going to farmers.
我们把那个就是刚才说到，就是我们首先是把中国需要的产品，乌干达那个姆巴拉有的产品，直接卖到中国去。第二个呢，就是我们把姆巴拉或者是西部需要的东西，直接从中国卖到这里来，就像药品，其他需要的everything.
Yes. Yeah, he's talking about the chain kugira ngo tuje kumanya ibintu y'abanyambara bakwitaga then tubihecana tubirete tubahereze tubasiho then abo bakuru bakwitaga bikurugambara tubitware kuri China. So tugireho that traffic, two-flow traffic. Yes.
Study them at the university level, I know. But the most important thing is, if you have a product, are the farmers going to use it well? Do you have a system that is going to deliver it to the farmers well? So you have to have competent people who have knowledge about the product. So the company must come in as we do promotion for the product. We have to come in with also bridging the knowledge gap, educating people how to take care of the animals. So that you don't have to use, for example, ivermectin on certain animals. Because if you use it on certain animals, maybe its milk is not going to be taken. Withdrawal period.
Yes.
Very, very important. So we have to know that as a company that is manufacturing this, then we have to come down and educate people. So that when we do that, we create what we call, we create market. We create market demand. When we educate people, they will demand for this. When they demand for this, then it means the company must manufacture and give to the people who are going to distribute it. And of course, that is in our business.
Our role now is to make sure we establish the groundwork. We do our best to make sure that we help Uganda as Ugandans, and we build Uganda to make sure that it will be the best place that where we can serve. I'm sure there are so many people that we really have to stand and link to their success. And that's why I think the church is here. That's why we are here as leaders, to make sure that someone will connect to their success. And I believe this is one way. If we build this hub here, I am sure other things will come in. And also we have some of the things we did not talk about. We want to make sure that we also do barter trade. To make sure that if I have my 4 or 5 tons of avocado, can't I order a brick making machine from China, and I come here and start manufacturing different things.
Because now I'm dealing with the other Chinese thing which is called Shineware. Shineware products, and they are doing very well.
Shineware.
Shineware. So that if I can add this whether they have only one product or you have some more products which can help my people.
他说他有
然后根据治疗过后它的变化情况，再确定下一步需要多长时间。
if collaborate otwelne officers otwelne wekumana kumwaka and nahibula otwelne bomwaka obugirobe neba olenga kosebera omushanju.
There are so many opportunities that we need to exhaust. Not only that we need to upgrade the preaching of the gospel and put it to another level of dealing with poverty, dealing with helping, relieving people from the pain that they have been carrying while they have been working without seeing any product. And I think that's the role of the church, that we can deal with poverty and deal with it and sensitize people, and at the same time we help government to make sure that all these opportunities that we have to reach in nations, we use it as well to connect to such a people, and we deal with other problems. Because we have cast out the demons, I'm sure now the nation is free.
People need to work.
Now we need to develop.
We are not money sharks. No, we are developing a system that brings solutions to our farmers. A system that brings solutions, a system that brings that pain from farmers.
Za Asimweka Jesse, Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. Now, away from that, Mbara leaders bowed for the fallen leader, Honorable Wilson Bachondoza, who passed away on Tuesday this week, succumbing to a road accident that happened last week on Tuesday. These leaders have come out to say that he has been a great pillar at the district and has been representing elderly in the district council. Let's take a look.
Was been a close ally. Abarahare mbasako emse mukono tumanyengu mwahikayo mbabo barake nabandi. Did for NRM. So for him, he worked for a government, not for an individual. And I was told the story because then I was very young, that every other time Obote would come to Ushenyi, he would sing for him. So he's been a composer and a singer. At least me with Bachondoza share certain characteristics. We're all teachers of language and of course other things. So I have dearly missed him. And among the best things I missed from him, he would not backbite at your back. So he would just come to you and say, I'm hearing this. What is happening? We shall dearly miss that. I at times would meet him, close ties with the chairman, and say, but chairman, this is what is being said. What are you saying? So he used to be that reserved. You would make comments and he would just keep quiet and say, then he would just go and meet you alone and say, I hear this, what is it? And he would advise you. So I think we better need that such a caliber to...
Abagursi n'abakikuru mwaferwa nchitinga chirebo yo tinga reba ko muntu kodi abashija abo kuba bana korata kweganda abina akorera inteberengere imyaka ebyahansi y'imyaka urukiko ngo barwita abacunduza nateka namwe ni impamvu abafamily bajya ngo mushayitake ibintu abo kuba egifiwere bene muvuga ko mwetoruza ni impamvu abenagiye umushahoye kukamwe niyo nubwo mu rwabe nakunda gukora atakwegara
ari nakweta wenka kugambira kahama yareba wakoresha bakugambira kahama agira tukoka uri no kora kubi ati kiti bachondozo tukozire kubi kandi twena nangwa kesimbaho karuru tawuma tumja no mugurusi kongo mugurusi witu tubire tukunda ukufani hari bantu angoma.
The history right from the UPC days, his contribution to the foundation and growth of Nombe Secondary School and Ranyamayembe Sacco. He was a pillar in the district elder Sacco. I will personally miss him as a respectable opinion leader and senior citizen I would lean on for advice.
Happy, Honorable Bachondoza,
ba elders okumanya kutwaferwa akabasa kututungira bank ekyo mukimanya mu district tuineho bank ya ba elders Honorable Bachondoza bank ejo ahi ajihire tino ina orukamanya tukaditunga kurugom experience ye kurugom mabanka ko Honorable Bachondoza ya dizerata abiya
namushuna yabura kwetu kwehindura mwena karyo mukoma konka nagenda ngumire konka kuba kigambire naterebuka mazima Jennifer yampamya konka ruhanga n'ubushasha ziri mwacyo tuza kumumesinga buri soni mushara mission
nani nyengecho konka nichwanchenda mwesente kandi bunyoba sente tinzini twachorozwa wabiri na wasi ogomwanya kugumire kuguru pressing gwabachondoza no twakugira sta twina tumanya kukunda hata nani project muyirwe najumenya tugiye tuza kuronshinga evocation twenda kureba yabanye baseko evocation amagezi gona kazwa abachondoza ni nagiri nagaselingo abantu abandi bo babiri no bangayidinga ndukarago bachondoza
no muntu owo kweta umugire cy'umwaka teke cy'umwahangaho akakukizo kukikunda yo wasire ejo namba ya kabiri Bachondoza amfire amisize chairman muruji wa committee is on record finance committee ni committee nje performing aje muri district
namara hatutwangura umwaka konka kunizire kakao nashanga nakoraje munonga n'abakozi abunkurura kandi abiye nampabura kandi akwabura n'abandi ubona abakozi abutukorana mu district yahura nshonga umwamba Bachondoza abiyata kustamira rimi abe naija akweta akugambira
akwijaha obamugambira n'umutima obane nyababuzi lasorwa kata oba kabiri takabireki yakata yafudendi hasi mukureba ngo wabira tari gukira mukaranga ncyasinyire mukamanye nshabangu amendeze cyombo kirunzi manye nija kumushonga mwebare munonga mwebara bishaha umwinanira kanshashemeza munonga kanso kumuta kanso yanyu nahura nashemerwa munongo kwabire nakunda kanso ye district ye mwebara kumuzumuri nimwazyo n'abakoza kwakire celebrate family meeting masima tucyakira umuringo mu tugiye kumuteza mwebare
za asimweka jese GNTV at 12.
That was so touching, and may the soul continue resting in eternal peace. Now, away from that, health experts in Kabale have shown fear after the rise of non-communicable diseases in the district. They say that due to increased usage of oily foods and sugary drinks, this has increased the rate of non-communicable diseases in the area. Let's take a look.
Experts have voiced deep concerns over the escalating prevalences of non-communicable diseases in Uganda, citing factors such as increased alcohol consumption, unhealthy diets rich in oils and sugary drinks, tobacco use, and physical inactivity. The issue was highlighted yesterday during the launch of the DCAD project aimed at combating NCDs like diabetes and cardiovascular diseases held at Kamuchera Health Center 4 in Kabale Municipality. Dr. Frank Mugabe, Principal Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health's Department of Non-Communicable Diseases, revealed alarming statistics indicating that diabetes cases in Uganda have more than doubled over the past decade. He stressed that among every 10 Ugandans screened, at least 3 are found to have hypertension, which can lead to severe complications including heart failure, kidney diseases, and stroke, resulting in significant healthcare costs.
Diabetes has more than doubled in the last 10 years. much as the burden of hypertension may have remained stagnant, but it's also very high. Out of every 10 people, almost 3 have hypertension, and out of every 100 people, about 5 have diabetes. But you know, these are chronic diseases. Once you get down with them, it means it's forever. You have to be on medication, you have to be spending money, you have to be going to hospitals, and they lead to other serious complications.
Dr. Mugabe attributed the rise in NCDs to widespread adoption of unhealthy lifestyles, including poor dietary choices, lack of exercise, and excessive alcohol and tobacco consumption.
It's important that we emphasize prevention, early screening, and early treatment so that we are able to stop these conditions. For Kabale, I've particularly highlighted the issue of alcoholism. There is too much alcoholism, all sorts of alcohol. We need to reduce alcoholism. I've also highlighted the issue of unhealthy diets. People have moved away from eating vegetables, the dodos, the bishusha that we used to eat. They have moved to more of eating oily and fried foods and sugary drinks, which are quite dangerous.
Represented by the Kabale District RDC Godfrey Nyakauma as the chief guest, Dr. Orara Charles, Director of Clinical Services at the Ministry of Health, emphasized the global and national threat posed by NCDs, noting a substantial increase in diabetes prevalences globally from 1.7% to 8.5% among adults since 1980.
As we gather to launch the diabetes and the cardiovascular diseases, that is the DCAD project, the project. Non-communicable diseases are now a global and national public health threat. The prevalence and mortality due to non-communicable diseases has persistently continued to increase, not only in Uganda, but globally. Globally, the prevalence of diabetes has nearly doubled since 1980, rising from 4.7% to 8.5% in the adult population.
Dr. Gilbert Mateka, Kabale District Health Officer, welcomed the DCAD project as the critical initiative to enhance the district's capacity in managing NCDs.
This is a very good project that is coming to support the health facilities in both prevention, screening, and treatment of these patients. We want to make sure that all our patients that come through are given good services, but also reach out to the communities to see how best to educate the communities to be able to prevent the increasing burden of non-communicable diseases. So this project is most welcome in Kabale. We are very excited that we are among the few districts that were selected in the country, and we pledge our commitment and support as health workers to make sure that it is successful, especially in benefiting our.
Andrew Nangori, project manager of the Global Livingstone Institute, highlighted the significance of the DCAD project, noting its implementation in Ghana and Uganda as a pilot study.
They chose Uganda and Ghana just because we have showed strides in fighting NCDs globally, but we have not had enough financial support. So this support has really come to strengthen our existing systems to implement this project in Uganda. We also chose Kabale and other districts just because of the continuous ongoing work that has been done as part of strengthening the systems. So we believe this is a pilot in the first 4 districts. Depending on how we perform, there's a possibility of this program expanding in other parts of the country.
The 4-year D-Card project aims to bolster efforts against NCDs in Uganda, focusing on enhancing healthcare services and community education to mitigate the growing burden of these chronic diseases. Zasimwe, Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. Now, in Mbale, the Elgon Region Police spokesperson, Rogers Taitika, has confirmed that investigations into the unforeseen murder of a businessman has commenced. Maurice Kivote, also known as Okeli, was murdered yesterday morning by unknown assailants in Mbale district.
Police in Mbale are on hand for assailants involved in the murder of Maurice Kivote, also known as Okeri, yesterday early morning. Kivote, a 43-year-old prominent Morales trader and Engur distiller from Nabiti Ward Industrial Division, was found dead with deep cuts all over his body. Elgon Region Police spokesperson Rogers Taitika revealed that the body of the deceased was discovered in the middle of Nabuyonga Rise at 5 a.m. in the morning. Preliminary reports suggest that he had woken up early as usual to see off a customer about 100 meters from his home but never returned. Some speculate that he was murdered elsewhere and his body was dumped at Nabuyonga Rise.
Got information that this man called Kivote, Maurice, 43 years. He has been a businessman in Mbale City, and we are told he has been a resident of Musoto, that is in Industrial Division here in Mbale City. We are trying to investigate to find out how this man was killed, because he was gotten with several wounds around the head, meaning there was a scuffle with those people who attacked him. So we suspect this incident to have happened in the wee morning hours. So the investigation is still on, and I am hopeful that the bad people behind this matter, they will be got, basing on our investigations we are going to we are conducting. We are confident that we are going to get them.
Have you made any arrests so far?
We have not effected an arrest. Like I told you, this incident happened in the morning hours. That is when we came to know about this incident. We suspected the wrong element targeted money, and we are suspecting they would have moved pocketed a lot of money from this deceased. And actually, there are even other items that were taken away from him, like the phones and ABCD. So we are moving on well, we are progressing on well in this case to see that we have the suspects behind the murder arrested and produced before courts of law on murder charges. As I speak, no one has been arrested yet.
As the security and as police, what measures are you putting in place to make sure that you combat such acts in society?
Of course, we always emphasize people that the numbers of security, they cannot manage the big population now. We cannot adequately manage solely the security situation in an area. We always encourage our people to be vigilant, to report in any case there is an incident that has happened, to report very suspicious situations. You always make sure that you come out to us as police. And of course the patrol personnel, the on the ground, the motorized, and of course the foot patrollers, they are ever on the ground to ensure that the places are secured. But like we said, we must also plan our ways of moving, because you find someone taking a very isolated route. You look at someone who has gone for leisure, you go and booze, and at the end of the day you are leaving the bar very at unaccorded time, but you are going to connect in the very deep winterland, places that are very far, that are isolated. So we always encourage that moving in numbers is best, and when there is anything that might target you, you can be in position to defend. But we are doing what it takes to see that we secure our wananchi.
Zasimwe, GNTV at 12.
We appreciate your desire for today's updates, and our dear viewers of GNTV, my name is Alian Atbandize, GNTV at 12 news anchor, and that's all we had for today. And please do not go away from GNTV. Stay tuned for the upcoming lunch hour service at King of Kings Church with our Lord Bishop Dr. Silas Taiwa. Good afternoon.